everybody. We have a change of scenery. Yay. Okay, so God knows how long I've been on a hiatus. I don't know. But the point is, we're here now. It's very strange because I'm looking off to the side because that's how I can see myself, but the camera is clearly here. So I'm going to try to focus on that. It's very strange. So what has been going on? So today is Saturday. It is the 17th. I had my post-op appointment with Dr. Murphy on Wednesday. Tracy, of course, took me. It was my first time being out of my house since I came home from the hospital. So that's what, 2 weeks that I've been literally stuck in this place. And so the car ride was fine. I made sure that I had my weird little pillow thing. It's in my car right now. Otherwise I'd show you guys. But so I used my little donut pillow thing. I had my belly binder on. Cool. I get to Dr. Murphy's office forgetting that I have to walk up an entire flight of stairs to get to his actual, like, that section of Sutter. So handled that. It was no big deal. Sat in the waiting room for a few minutes, and then I went in. They checked my weight. I have gained 2 or 3 pounds. I think when I went into the hospital, I was at 136. I am at like 138.6, whatever. I weigh about 140 pounds now, which I'm not mad at. It's fine. Dr. Murphy came in and he checked my incisions. I will do a different video on that because we'll go over well, technically, how many scars is it if they cut into a scar? So there's 1, 2 in my belly button. There's the one that they did like on my pelvic bone last time. So that's technically 3, and then 4 or 5. So he took the dressings off, the steri strips. He says that everything looks like it's healing perfectly. The incision on my right side is completely flat. Like it's completely flat. It literally looks like a paper cut in my skin. The one on the left side, she a bit puffy. I have BioSilk. I haven't started putting the BioSilk on yet. I think I'm gonna start that this week. But the BioSilk should kind of help with just kind of how ugly it is at the moment. They're low enough that it's really not going to make a difference. And even though I'll technically never be a mom, I'm very obsessed right now with mom jeans. So that's fine because they come up past my belly button anyway. So I'll be able to keep my belly button scar hidden and away from the sun, you know, when I'm sporting my crop tops for my hot girl summer. So that happened. Dr. Murphy said that things look good. I was petrified because the nurse at first was like, hold on a second, don't get undressed yet. And I was like, boo-boo, why would I be getting undressed? Like, why would I take my clothes off right now? She's like, let me go talk to Dr. Murphy and see if he's gonna do an exam. And y'all, I started sweating because I was like, you mean to tell me 2 weeks after this whole ordeal, now we're gonna go ahead and stick a speculum in and crank that bitch open and take a look and start touching things? And I was like sweating. I was sitting there, I started panicking, and I was like, please God, please God, please God. She comes in, she's like, no, he's not gonna do an exam. And I was like, thank God. So he checked all that fun stuff. He asked me how I've been feeling. I told him that I had that complete, ridiculous, insane meltdown. He says he thinks that's kind of normal. He said that something that is strange is how, like, right now I'm sitting up. I've been trying to force myself to sit more and more and more. So yesterday I moved to the couch. Today, I actually left my house unsupervised all alone. I had to go and get a pedicure because, y'all, these were not, it wasn't cute after, you know, over a month of not having them taken care of. So I went and did that, and then I brought my happy ass straight back home because I was like, let's not push it. It's your first time being out. Driving was very strange. But Dr. Murphy said that the sensation that I'm feeling sitting is not something that he typically hears of. It's kind of uncommon. He did understand, and he said that my train of thought was right, thinking that because of the fact that the cuff is there and there's sutures and there's all sorts of swelling and all sorts of things going on, that yeah, it stands to reason that when my pelvis tilts and that moves, and then my organs now that don't have the buffer on top of them of a cervix and then a uterus, that them moving on top is probably causing some discomfort. So I was like, all right, that's not in my head. I don't know the last time that I took a pain pill, which is magical. I have still been having a very hard time sleeping. I talked to Dr. Murphy about that. He said that it could be because I'm taking the estrogen in the morning. He said, try to switch it and take it at nighttime and see if that helps with your sleep cycle. I don't know how long that's supposed to take, but it's not helping. So I've just been taking my little gummies, you know, and having a little Zen high moment before I finally pass out. It is making it so that I sleep a little too long, or I feel this morning I got up and I almost fell over actually because I don't know what was going on. I must have been like extra feeling everything in that gummy, or I just hadn't had enough water. I don't know. But he said that everything looks good. He will see me in 4 weeks. So I go back on May 12th. And that is when we're going to have to do an internal exam. And I am very, 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 very nervous about that. You know, I'm sure that there will be probably a crying video after that, because from what I see, the girls are saying that that's not a delight. He did give me my photos, because I had been very strange. I'm strange. I'm really morbid. And I wanted actually to keep my uterus and her friends. They told me I could not do that, even though it's my organs. They can't give you medical specimens. And I knew they were going to have to go send everything off to the lab to make sure that there was no cancer, nothing crazy going on. So I knew that. But I was like, once you guys take your samples, can't I just have her back? They said no. I said, well, Dr. Murphy, like last time, he gave me photos last time of what he found inside, what he took out, as far as the endometriosis and the cysts and things. And he took a before and after snapshot to say, here's what was in there. Here's what it looks like now that we've cleaned it up. Well, now that there's nothing to clean up, I asked him if he could go ahead and take photos for me. He said, yeah, no problem. Now, when I tell you this man looked so scared to give me these photos, he came over to me, he puts his hand, because I reminded him, I was like, hey, you have those pictures? And he was like, oh, I do. Thank you for reminding me. Let me run over into my office and go grab them. He comes back and he's like, are you sure you're ready for this? And I was like, I think so. Yeah, why? And he's like, are you sure? And he puts his hand on my shoulder. And we were having like a moment, and I'm looking at him like, guy, it's okay. Just give them to me. So, disclaimer, if you are squeamish, if you don't like looking at body parts, if you're freaked out by the human body, if you don't like blood and guts and you know what, look away. Just look away. I will let you know when to look again. I'll let you know. So here she comes. So here is my lovely my lovely uterus. And so I'll go through, so obviously this is the uterus right here. There she is. This part up to about here is your my cervix. Let's just be real, my cervix. So we've got the cervix, we've got the uterus. Here we have the tubes and the little fimbriae, the little like fingers that fallopian tubes have. This is an ovary. Now, this is also an ovary. Now, you see how it's a completely different color than over here? That's a chocolate cyst. And this was on my left side. And this is the side I was having all of the freaking pain and everything on. So this is the left side. So this thing was clearly filled with blood and fluid and stuff. There was scar tissue that was all over the left side on my actual ovary and on my uterus. So, it's good that that's out. I'm just super amazed that like, this is one piece. This is not, they didn't just like assemble it on the table so that they could get like a realistic look at it. It's like literally, they went in, they detached the ligaments that hold that are attached to your hips, that hold your uterus in. They cut those, cauterized them, all that fun stuff. And literally this is what they just pull out of you. All in one, y'all, this is insane to me. Okay. Now, people that are squeamish, you can look again because now it's gone. I'm just, how? Like, I've done, let's put the way too much research on this. And like I said, I fucked up that one day and I watched that video. Don't ever watch the videos. Just don't ever watch the videos. Don't do it. But that to me, that's insane. And like, I've obviously never given birth to a baby. But when I see that that's what it looked like, and I mean, it was about, just the uterus alone is about this big. So, I mean, this is the size of my head and this is my fist. He said mine was about the size of my fist, you know, minus my nails. So I've never had anything come out of me. And so the fact that they go in, they detach everything, and then they pull it out of you. Now it makes sense why I was having so much discomfort in my canal and everything for about a week. I mean, it's like giving birth to a part of your body. Okay, so that's out of the way. So we got the chocolate cyst out of there. We got the scar tissue out of there. We got the endo out of there. I did get my test results back. There is no cancer. There are no crazy anomalies. And I was actually going to school to be a nurse. So I always look at the surgical report. Like anytime my mom had surgery, and every time my dad had surgery, I would make sure that we got the surgical report so I could go through it. So I got the surgical report for this. Like I said, there's no cancer. There's nothing super crazy in there. My uterus was enlarged. It was hemorrhagic, which is strange because a few days before surgery, my period had ended. So there shouldn't have been anything hemorrhaging in there. So, I don't know what that was about, but she was enlarged. That chocolate cyst was in there. And my ovary, my left ovary was about 1.5 times bigger than my right one was. So don't have to worry about that anymore. Something else I wanted to talk about is the HRT. So the hormone replacement therapy. I have been feeling less emotional, less crazy. Now that could be because of not being on the pain pills, maybe not being in as much pain. I'm not in pain now. I'm just kind of uncomfortable, but it's nothing that I can't deal with. But these hot flashes, these goddamn things, y'all. So I did what any woman going through menopause should do. I got myself a clacking fan. Now, a clacker is something that drag queens use because, let's be honest, wearing makeup is hella hot. And if you're gonna wear hair and the makeup and you need to just, you're not gonna be dabbing and wiping your face because sis, you can do that. So I ordered this clacker on Amazon. It's gigantic, but girl, it really gets the wind moving. So I'm a bit of a shopaholic. I do that when I'm really sad normally. So I was sad for a little while. So we're gonna do something kind of weird. And this arrived to me in the mail from the UK. I have not opened it yet, but I ordered this specifically on Etsy. So just for this occasion, just for the hot flashes. So we're gonna go ahead and open this together. Oh my God, I'm like a YouTuber. We're doing an unboxing. Okay. So myfabulousfan.com. I'm pretty sure that that's not the Etsy store that I got it from. I don't know what the Etsy store is that I got it from. I don't think it says. Oh yeah, fabulousfan.com. Okay. So let's see what she looks like. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice packaging. Comes in a velvet, bitch. It comes in a velvet bag. Okay. And now let's go ahead and open her up. So you guys are seeing this right when I'm seeing it. All right. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, that sound. Bitch. Not today, Satan. If that doesn't just sum this whole experience up in one clacking fan, I don't know what does. This is so cute. It's made out of like a silky material, so it's not paper, so it's not gonna rip. Oh my God. This is everything. Like, oh, they just get so much of the air moving. Oh my God. Ladies, if you're having hot flashes, I'm telling you, this is so good. Get one of these. If you're suffering from hot flashes, get a clacking fan. They don't fit into anything. So you can't like throw this in your purse unless you're like me and you have purses that are way too big and you have no business having purses the size that they are. If you have a big purse though, why not? Okay, next thing. This is not as, I wanted this to be like all scripted and like, oh, look, we have a new background and we're going to do an unboxing. I'll get better at this at some point. Maybe at some point I'll start using my actual camera, you know, for some better quality. And so I'm not looking over here when the camera lens is clearly right here. So I'm sorry for looking off to the side. Just pretend that I'm wall-eyed or something. So the books. I have not been reading this entire time, but I am going to start. I don't care about this part of this book because been there, done that. Don't care about this part because been there, done that. This is the part I am concerned about. The hormone replacement. So I went on a crazy, like, we'll do a whole thing about that too, about the books, about the books that I've read, the books that I recommend, the books that it's like, please don't look at this book. It's going to scare you more than anything. Scare more than inform, let's put it that way. I actually have 2 of these books. I ordered one on thriftbooks.com, which I really like that site because you don't need to pay. How much is this book? This book is $25. Okay. What? Why? No. So I think I got it for like $5 on Thrift Books. So I have this book, but I have the older edition that does not have this part. So then when I saw this, I was like, oh, well, and I had completely forgotten that I ordered that one because thrift books takes a long time to get to you. Anyways, so this book, this goes through all of the different things. It's going to talk about high blood pressure. It's going to talk about what happens when you're on estradiol. That's what your girl's on. So, I am going to be reading this week, and maybe what I'll do is talk about if there's anything that I've actually learned from it, and I'll do a video, like I said, just kind of like a book review. As you can see, I'm like a whole different person. I'm still going to be taking things easy. I'm not going balls to the wall and crazy and just like running the streets or anything just yet. But I am feeling better. It is nice to be able to stand upright. It is nice to, it's just nice now. I just feel so much better. And I know my last video, God, the phone calls that I got after that video, like, y'all, I was not having a Britney Spears 2007 moment. I was just really just going through it. I was just having a serious moment. The frustration, the pain, the just everything. I'm still not freaking out about seeing babies, or, you know, I was watching PBS because I figured if I'm going to rot my brain, let me rot my brain on animal documentaries. I was watching some documentary today, and they showed a baby chimpanzee, and I don't know what it was. I started bawling. So I don't quite know what that is. Maybe I need to get a monkey. But it wasn't even a human baby. I've seen human babies on the television, on my phone, in real life, like, but the chimp instantly started bawling, and I was like, what is wrong with you? You're crying over monkeys? I don't know. I'm not going to try to make any sense of it. My attitude has not been terrible. I am not super snappy and acting like an asshole yet. I think I'm just starting to feel better. I'm happy that hump of the 2 weeks is over, because that was just not, it wasn't the business. So I don't have very much more to say today. Oh, I do want to show something. Okay. So we already covered the shopaholic section. Okay. So I had ordered, apparently, and didn't even realize it because I guess it took so long to get here. I completely forgot that I ordered myself this bracelet, and it says Warrior. So I have that little cutie. And then this is something I did remember that I ordered. And because I had already gotten my tattoo, my little ovary uterus situation tattoo before the surgery. So I wanted something that I could just keep on my wrist. I just wanted something to signify it. So I got this beautiful gold bar bracelet made. You're not going to be able to see what it says, but it says my surgery date, which is 3/30/21. Now, go with me on this. I had this whole crazy thing when I turned 33. I was fresh off of a devastating breakup with someone who I thought that I was going to have children with. Well, here we are now. But it's okay, y'all. I'm healed. I'm good. But I had this whole thing because my birthday is on the 3rd of August. So it was the 3rd of August. It was my 33rd birthday. I had just started coming out of that breakup. So I decided it was my resurrection year and I was gonna live that shit up. I had a gorgeous, hot, sexy photo shoot done. I was feeling myself. I was like, your girl is single. She's so cute in these pictures. And then the endo hit. So 333 when I tried to have my resurrection year. It didn't go so well. So I figured, since this is a transition, this is a new beginning, I was looking at these numbers on a piece of paper one day. I think I was at work, and it just dawned on me, and I was like, oh my God, it's 3, the month of March, the 3rd month, 30 for the 30th, which is 3, and 21 for 21, which is our current year, I think. Add those up, it's 333. I was like, this is no coincidence. So I got this made so that I can always remember that I am a warrior, and the day that my new life started. There's one other thing. I also am wearing this necklace, and I think it might be backwards. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to look that up online. It is the symbol for estrogen. This is the molecular structure of estrogen. So I have that. So this is such a random video. I really thought it was gonna go better than this, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm learning. So I think that that's it. Next weekend I am going to attempt to go to drag brunch here in Sacramento, because I need to get the hell out of this house. I literally didn't know how like stir crazy I was until I finally got out today and I was by myself, and I was like, oh, you can go anywhere you want to go. And then I thought, bitch, you need to get to the nail place, get these toes done, and get your ass back home, because if you get caught out and you start feeling a little woozy, a little pain, you're screwed. Like, you're gonna have to get in the car and then drive home, and you're by yourself. So I just did the one little thing today and then came home. Tomorrow I will be getting my car washed, because she looks really super sad and dusty and crusty from not being driven for 3 weeks. But all of that to say, I am feeling so much better. Like, it's amazing. I'm still having pain on my left side. I'm still sore. I still get uncomfortable, but I'm managing. I'm dealing with it. So, again, thank you to everybody who has reached out, called me, sent me messages, texted me, DM'd me, PM'd me, sent a carrier pigeon, sent a smoke signal. Like, I'm starting to come out of being sad and depressed and just feeling very weird about the situation, and not necessarily wanting to talk about it like one-on-one with people. I'm fine to talk about it like in a general sense, but I don't know that I'm cool yet still to just have those one-on-one conversations, especially with the women in my life who have had this happen, because right now I just think I need to focus on how I'm feeling and maybe not be hearing what other people's experiences are. Because I think that's something that was getting to me from being in the support groups, that was really seeping in of like, well, this person's saying that this happened and that happened, and then this happened and this horrible thing, or all of these people are saying that, oh, 4 days after and they're cleaning the goddamn house. Like, bitch, why are you crying? Why aren't you up cleaning? Like, it was getting to me. So I promise I have a list of people I need to get back to. I promise I will get back to people, but I still just need a little bit of time to still process some more of this. And I think the better that I feel physically, the better mentally I'll feel. And, you know, it's that whole cute snowball. So I have nothing else to say except thanks for watching this this is the longest video. We're at 30 minutes now. This is ridiculous. So I will make another one of these when I make another one of these. And I hope that everybody is happy and safe and well. And thank you for all of your love and support. And this is Sam Hickey, your almost at a month mark Hister sister. Bye.